because people like to sit on one side of the fence. You're either for or we see that today with Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy. There's the there's the Woods fans that still want him to pass Jack Nicklaus. Have an opinion, and you have to have a player.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway. On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. It's the beautiful part of golf. Brand new day, new hole. Remember, he made a bogey here yesterday, this time for birdie. Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
This hole is really getting the best of them for bogey once again. That's a bad bogey at a bad time in the tournament.
You'd like to think it's just a slip on the controller.
Now to the first par 3 here at the Tour Championship at East Lake. It is the second hole, 214 yards. And really, to score well at East Lake, players cannot afford to miss the green on the short side of the flagstick, and that's especially true right here. This par 3 plays a bit shorter than the yardage, but it is a must to put the ball on the green. That green slopes dramatically from back to front and from left to right, and is guarded by bunkers on both sides. And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Great hands in this shot.
Yeah, touch. You have to have that feel. You have something between the ball and the club face, so it's a different feel, but you also have to have imagination.
Great shot coming out of that bunker right there.
Showing some skills today.
Didn't fare too well on this hole yesterday. Made a bogey. Wow, I thought it was going in just off the mark by a fraction.
Seriously.
So just a formality here. That's a bogey.
Man, I'm gonna run this one.
Hole number 3 is a par 4, just 390 yards.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it.
Well, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Over the years, this golf course has hosted so many national and regional championships, including the 1950 U.S. Women's Amateur, the 1963 Ryder Cup, and 2001 U.S. Men's Amateur Championship. It is now the permanent home of the Tour Championship by Coca-Cola, the culminating event of the PGA Tour playoffs for the FedEx Cup.
Should be safely on deck.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
So a tester from 4 feet. Wow, I thought he made that. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Yeah, I can make a putt today.
That's a good par there, Rich.
Back over now to the 4th. Frank, what's happening early in this third round? Doesn't look good.
Oh, it's a shocker, Rich. It really is. There's nothing like we saw the first 2 days. A series of mistakes just compounding one after the other. Really right now, talk to the caddy, talk to somebody, talk to someone in the crowd. You've got to change things around.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday and trying for another one today. It's a nice birdie right there.
Could not have come at a better time. Third place now.
Tour Championship and the race for the FedEx Cup prize rolling on here at East Lake. And Frank, what are the players facing here at the fifth hole?
Well, this is the toughest par 4 they've seen so far in the round, and one of the reasons why it's a par 5 for the members. At just over 500 yards, it's going to require your best tee shot and allow for that fairway. You're not going to see where the ball finishes because it's a blind tee shot. This one will get your attention.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
So from the rough back to the fairway. That's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait. And at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. No doubt they'll be happy with that shot. Well played. Getting set now over the putt. Has his par. This is really one of the most scenic holes on tour all year long and a fitting spot for the season finale, the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. It's the sixth hole. It's over 200 yards, and there's plenty of blue water out there just to keep a player focused on the task at hand. Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here.
Could have been a lot worse. That didn't finish up too bad.
No, just on the fringe, so he'll still have an opportunity to knock this one in. Oh, yeah, birdie, Frank, and another shot closer.
Sniffing in the right direction.
On to the seventh hole here at East Lake in the Tour Championship.
Back to 0. Middle, baby. very good.
Steeply up the hill here. This is going to play very long. Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Different day, different hole. Made bogey yesterday. He'll do better this time, it looks like. Good birdie right there, and good score. How about 8 under for the tournament? Here's another dogleg to the left at East Lake in the Tour Championship. It's the 405-yard par 4 8th hole, and position is paramount here off the tee. You see those 3 fairway bunkers along the left side. You need to avoid those. You want to be positioned on the right. If you get it down that right side in the fairway, you'll have a good chance to attack the hole location. It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot with par.
Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Pretty good shot right there. Clean this up with a tap. A good effort, a good par putt. Finishing out the front 9 here at East Lake in Atlanta, Georgia. Tour Championship with the FedEx Cup on the line, all that pressure. And finally, we get to the first par 5 of the day. It is 600 yards on the button.
Doesn't quite play that long, and the reason why is that downslope on the tee shot. If you get a nice draw off the tee, that ball can bound down there, and you can certainly reach this hole even though it's 600 yards. That's if you had a good tee shot. You stray a little, then you worry about the lake with the layup. Do you lay up short, or do you even try and risk carrying it?
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
Oh, that incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round.
Just moving that much closer to the leader now, Rich.
Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. We are back on a beautiful day here at East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta. Set to kick off all the action on the back nine. The 10th is 469 yards.
Par 5 for the members, Rich, par 4 for the pros. There is a lake down there, but that's only for top of Ted, not these great players in the field. 9 bunkers last time I counted them here on 10, and I'd like to think they're not all in play. I've got to mention one thing, though. There's an out of bounds left of those bunkers on the left. And believe me, I've seen a few go over the fence.
I've played some golf with Topper Ted, also with Hacker Harry. Good players. Taking dead aim now at the 10th. Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
I don't think I could have got that close button. So.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. That is a solid par putt. Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola from East Lake Golf Club continuing. We're at the 11th hole. It is the only hole on the golf course under 200 yards. It's a 197-yard par 3. Safely aboard. Coming off a bogey here yesterday, chance to make it right. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Didn't fare too well on this hole yesterday. Made a bogey. No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going. Keeps the momentum on his side.
12th hole doesn't look very long on the card, just 391 yards, a par 4, but it requires some accuracy off the tee, and there is that bunker on the right, and then the bunker short of the green, so a player will have to be precise, and if you can get it in the right spot off the tee, then you have a chance to go at this flag. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. Going to need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
So just 100 yards away. Now the second shot.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Birdie try up next. Just a couple of feet.
given the situation, Rich, things so tight at the top. Very, very good birdie.
That was huge right there. Still with a great chance to come away with this title. Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Frank, this really is kind of a good lesson. You and I had said earlier that it looked gloomy, but you dig in, you keep fighting, and something good happens.
You have to credit his composure.
And it makes the green in regulation.
That's not good.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Settles in over the putt. That's a par, but that is also second place.
That's right. Birdies are being made elsewhere.
Straightaway par 4 here at East Lake in the Tour Championship, the 14th, 442 yards.
There's something about a well-hit shot.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Beautiful approach shot there and a good chance to take advantage. Par yesterday. Now for birdie. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking him for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but and that par certainly won't hurt the cause.
Still some time. There are just 2 par 5s here at the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. This is the second and last of the 5 pars, the 15th. It is only 525 yards, and if you walk away with par here, you will likely have dropped the shot to the field. This is a chance to make birdie or eagle. A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Well, Frank, as a player, you're licking your chops on this second shot at the par 5 15th, aren't you?
Yeah, if you've got a utility club or a lofted fairway wood in the bag, that would come in handy. Otherwise, a long iron, you're going to have to allow for that ball to skip forward. So you'll have to fly that somewhere around that front edge of the green.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
He has a birdie opportunity here. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament.
Woo.
And the Tour Championship winding its way to the finish. We're at the 16th hole now, demanding par 4, 481 yards.
Go.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank.
Got to be careful here. Downhill, he's got to time it good because your weight's a little bit more on your front foot.
Frank, one of the things you really like about the FedEx Cup playoffs, the way the top players are grouped each and every round. You get 1, 2, 3 on the list, so you have a lot of star power going out every day. Had a birdie here yesterday in their close. Great opportunity for another one. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Another stout par 4 as we get closer to the finish here at East Lake Golf Club in the Tour Championship. The 17th is 455 yards.
Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Officials are calling that one around 310 yards. Frank, now one of the most important shots of the round, the second here at the 17th at East Lake.
It's amazing what a second shot in the middle of the green will do, especially in this sort of a situation, Rich. You can putt to all the corners of this green.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Frank, through the years, we have seen countless what we would call good ball strikers, great swingers of the golf club, but there is something else that separates those kinds of players with the truly great achievers in the sport. What is it?
Great achievers have more than one plan. I think most players, it's always good if they're playing their golf. But what do you do if your driving is off or if your iron play is off? Do you have a plan B? Great players not only have a plan B, they have a plan C as well. And that's the
Nice
difference.
shot.
So when you set foot on the first tee,
Thanks, man.
you've also got to be aware of, what if my driver doesn't go as well as I would like to, or my iron play isn't as sharp? Can I still compete?
So they can turn
Third round here
74
of the
into a
championship.
71.
That's right. And at the end of a four-day tournament, the 71 doesn't look so bad, even if somebody shot 65 that day. Remember, as you know, and both of us know now, when you look at 4 days, someone always plays average for a day, but they don't play bad.
Golf tournaments aren't 100-yard sprints, they're marathons.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie.
I'm much better at chipping the ball up there.
Second
close
shot
than,
coming out of the rough here.
putting, so we're gonna take this opportunity to flop shot and get it close. Get out here with this. We'll see about that birdie.
I guess so. LOL.
Oh,
Pretty good shot right there.
under par.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
At least going to be the lead or tied.
Damn.
Fourth.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Who could take home the trophy when it's all said and done? Great play, though, up until this point. Round 4 should be an absolute
What year was this game
thriller.
released?
Oh man, last year I think. I got it for like $9, so it's all right. This is one of the only challenges I've ever really had on here. Usually I'm kicking its ass, but I've also adjusted the settings. It's almost at its hardest, but you can just take away certain things that help, like the blue line that tells you where the ball's going. That's like the only thing that I really have is the zoom in. Other than that, I don't get to spin the ball, or there's no putt line. You just got to read the green. Made it a little bit more challenging. I also turned on the most difficult swing mechanics. As I got better at the game, I just took away more stuff from it.
EA Sports, in association
Can
with the
hardly hear
PGA
ya.
Tour,
Harder.
proudly
Turn up the
presents
volume if you can.
the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today
let's
it's
see.
live.
We're gonna go right here. That should be a little bit better.
FedEx Cup champion.
that's
Rich
way
Lerner
better.
alongside Frank Nobilo. So happy to be here once again to call the action from Atlanta.
Game volume overpowers ya.
Now the opening tee shot here at the Tour Championship.
yeah.
Par 4 opening hole.
Let me see if I can adjust that.
And make a 3 right out of the gates.
Yeah, I don't know how to change that.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
These winds have held up all day long, definitely playing a part in the shot making we're seeing out there today. Frank, on an uphill shot like this one, did you do anything differently in terms of your setup over the ball?
Yeah, I made sure the ball wasn't too far forward because on an uphill shot, there's always a struggle to get all your weight going forward.
I don't want to go 9 iron.
This is a good-looking shot. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track.
Pretty jealous about that.
Coming off a bogey here yesterday, chance to make it right.
Very good. There, we're gonna see. Got it.
Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. Tour Championship at East
Get in
Lake,
the hole.
final round. And this golf course, Frank, features some really challenging par threes, beginning with the second.
You're absolutely right, Rich. Because this isn't a flat shot, you're having to adjust for the elevation, which is slightly downhill. Also, a little check up by the trees there in case there's a little gust of wind. Very deceptive par 3.
Can't hear you at all now, buddy.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for.
Hello? That should be better.
Allow
that
it
better?
to run. Plus, if
There
you
we
get
go.
it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Get the sucker to go here. Just need to get pars. Just need to get pars.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I forgot to hit
Fared
enter
too
last
well on
time.
this hole yesterday. Made a bogey.
You know, the usual problems. Oh, let's see here. I better freaking roll. Oh no.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Something about this hole
all right.
it has not been kind. Bogey
No worries.
yesterday and staring at another one
Better
today.
than I was last round.
Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news, still has the lead.
Can't afford another, though.
No sir.
Doesn't get
Now to the
much
third
closer
hole
than
of par
that.
4 here at East Lake.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Only 390 yards, so a player might be licking his chops. Where's the danger, though?
Really, you have to look at the hole backwards and find out where the flag is. There's a definitive top tier here, and when that flag's there, you really want a full shot coming in.
Might be a good
Plus,
shot.
this green has a lot
That's
of pitch from
probably
back
gonna
to front.
roll
The hole does
straight
play
into the
uphill,
rough
so it
there.
might be a little more than its 390
We'll
yards.
stop. That's not bad.
It's
I'll take it.
very much about the second shot.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a
Jack
fairway.
is here for
Yeah,
every
he's
shot right
certainly
now.
not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Just in the first cut of rough, not a bad lie. The only issue is
Good
you
job.
might get a jumper here.
Oh no, that's no good. I bet if I put it right there, that's coming in pretty hot. I might be better off.
Frank, the handicap system in golf really is the great equalizer, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no sport like it. I can't imagine going to Wimbledon and playing, sort of Djokovic or Federer, or, playing NFL with Peyton Manning. But, the beauty of golf, we can go out in a golf course. We decide what our handicaps are on the first tee. We decide who's going to get strokes, and then off you go and play, and you play on a
I'm
level
just gonna do
playing
this.
field.
I'm taking way too long on this shot. I do not want to overshoot it. It'll be alright if it stays low. There we go. That's not bad, actually. Take
So
it.
the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
But a short game, as we all know, can redeem
Work to my
a lot of
strengths, which
mistakes.
is chipping.
See if he does it here.
In the deep stuff.
Yeah, I don't mind being here. If I'm close to the hole, I can get it nice and close. Like this one. Oh, that didn't really do much, but it would roll.
Nice
There we go.
approach shot. We'll be
That's
happy
a
with
pretty
it.
par.
With a redemption chance here, had bogey yesterday.
How am I going to miss
Not
that?
used to seeing that. Going to drop a shot at the 3rd.
Even par.
Wow.
Suddenly, we have a tie for the lead.
Okay.
Bogey there.
The pressure
Worst
getting
could
to
make on a
you.
hole like that.
It might be getting to me, yeah.
It's Frank with a pretty tough hole location.
It is, Rich, and that's why you've got to get the ball in the fairway down here, because if you hit one out of the rough and it goes a little left and a little long,
Like,
you actually have no chip coming back down the hill.
Foot's in the frying pan. The other one's in the pressure cooker. Yeah, I'm getting rattled off those bogeys.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a
7
birdie.
iron.
This is when this game
It'll
just
make
looks
it.
like fun. Bunkers don't
Go.
seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the
I
flag.
gotta stop bogeying. We're gonna have to go 6 iron. Let's see if that will.
How's your golf game in the real world?
It is not good. I haven't been out in a very long time, so I just play video game golf. There's no clubs to break and then have to buy again. Do you golf? Oh, that's gonna overshoot, I think.
Oh, solid strike.
Damn,
right
how
in the heart
close
of
is
the
it?
green.
Get there.
I mean, really on top of his game right now. That was a splendid approach shot.
That's what they give us
From
here.
this distance,
Not
just
very
trying
fun
to take care
looking.
of business. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Get him missing those
No,
butts.
that's good par.
Yay. In the hat job.
Par 4 here. It is
Yeah, I imagine it's not
520
open very
yards
long up in Canada.
and it rewards
Get about,
precision
what?
off the tee.
4 months maybe? Oh, it's got to be cold up there right now. We had a cold front. I'm in Iowa. United States, if you weren't aware. I'm sure everybody knows, though. Oh, that's not good. That's not a good shot. Keep her on the fairway for me. Not far.
Oh, nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
Nice position, short grass,
That was a
second shot.
tough hole shot. I might just have to try and live to fight another day on this one.
Headed for the bunker? Not what he wanted, but he's headed to the beach.
I like my chances.
Not missing by much today, but enough to again be in the bunker. Well, bunker play is really about technique and feel. The two greatest ever are probably Gary Player and Seve Ballesteros.
Nobody knows those names, so I don't know why they
He
say
was
them.
so skilled that he could open up a 3-iron. That's right, a
There we go.
3-iron on a short bunker shot from a green side bunker and splash
Sooner or
it.
later, I gotta make a shot and get ahead of.
Give or take a
You
nine.
just used a 60.
Get ahead of McRoy. Fahrenheit, that's probably about 10 degrees, 18 degrees. I'm definitely wearing a jacket and probably a scarf over my
Good
face.
job right there.
I don't like that weather.
We're at the 6th hole.
We're gonna
here
get that
at
in a
East
couple
Lake
months,
as we
though.
Continue the final round of the Tour
At
Championship.
-10
and the
Celsius.
Push for that FedEx Cup prize. And Frank, I always love these shots as a fan, as a commentator.
this is
when
a
that
shitty
ball is
shot to
airborne
try and
over the
take.
water, you don't know, is it wet or dry? And you sort of hold your breath. It is a really exciting moment.
Yeah, the player has a little bit of an inkling depending on the strike, but you're
Yeah,
right.
this
If you get the
isn't-
wind wrong here and you're a club out, ball can bound through the front or with a front flag come up short. The 6th, well, it's also in the start of the round. So after you play the difficult 4th,
2,
5th,
1,
and you
2.
stand on this tee, you can quickly be over par.
I like the looks of this one.
Not good at all.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Outside chance, really.
Whoa, not enough at all. Holy smokes. None of that was good.
Always two components to the long lag part.
Whoop.
Speed, number one, and then
You have a fat
read.
golfer.
And missed out on that second part.
Got caught on your purse there.
Get it. Woo! What a par putt. Okay, what are you guys saying? 20. No.
For that FedEx Cup, taking us now to the par 4 7th hole.
Favorite
What are the players
golfer?
facing here, Frank?
First
I
golf
don't know.
leg left of the
Not really, I don't
round,
watch
which,
enough golf.
There's a short bunker.
I just
That's
like to
not
play
really
video
a
game
play, that's
golf.
just more to make the hole look pretty. Avoid that bunker on
I
the
guess,
left. Try and hit the tee shot down the right
Fowler,
side. But
he's pretty.
This is more
I like
of a
him.
second
I didn't mean to
shot
say
hole.
he's pretty. But I mean, I guess he's pretty if I was to judge him as a heterosexual man. He's got nice eyes. Good style. And he swings the hell out of that golf club. How did I miss it that bad? Unlike me.
Into the
Oh,
tall
sweet.
cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
Thinking
Yeah,
about
just
those
fine.
eyes.
So from the rough back to the fairway. That's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait. At least now he's only going to play the
Good
price
shots
of
here.
a 4 tee shot. Still got a good chance though, getting
Getting
away
where I
with
need
par.
to be. I like this.
Continuing his fine flight. Another beautiful
That could be
approach
tough.
shot. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or
What other
focus.
games do you play often?
Got it. Woo!
Park and keep things steady. Now at the 8th hole here at East Lake, home to the Tour Championship. We're playing the final round. There's a lot at stake. $10 million bonus, winner of the FedEx Cup. Frank, a real good chance to make a birdie here.
Yeah, once again, Rich, this is just a positional hole off the tee, just a fairway wood, maybe even an iron. The hole's not overly long.
Not a
You're
good
gonna be left with a short iron, perhaps even a sand iron into this
Get it
green.
on the fairway.
This is such a wide green, so every flag placement almost has its own identity on this green.
They'll be pretty happy with that 290-yard poke off the tee. Getting ready now for the approach here at the par 4 8.
That might overshoot
This
by
looks like it's
quite
gonna
a
find the
bit.
target.
Not looking very good here.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that
Should've
second
known.
shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
You play any other games?
Oh yeah, I play plenty of other games. I play GTA a lot. Skyrim, Fallout. Too much.
It's a big green. Just managed to get it smack bang in the middle of it.
That's gonna be a tough par.
Just 5 feet left.
There we go. Let's see.
Frank, how does that par help his cause?
It certainly doesn't hurt it.
First of 2 par
We're gonna
5s
take a
here at the
break
Tour
here real quick. I'll
Championship
be
in
right
the
back.
final round. It is the 9th and a reachable 600-yard par 5.
Everything's reachable in these days. We've seen a few eagles or two here, and that certainly makes a charge up the leaderboard, that's for sure. Difficult green, but reachable for the longest it is, as I was just saying. Problem, though, with the layup, that lake is in the perfect position to make your decision. Not that easy.
This is going to be a tough day on the links. I mean, even the seagulls are walking to work.
And we're back. Hopefully I didn't lose too many viewers. Damn. It's not going to get out there, is it? This is going to be a tough layup shot.
Oh, that's sweet. Straight down the middle.
And his second shot here at the par 5.
Still not very good, but oh man.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpet.
We need a good shot
Rich,
here.
if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
This is a good-looking shot.
Okay.
You can't hide the
We can get a birdie here.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline. That was cruel. It looked like it was certainly going in.
Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold, very bold.
Got it for par.
Damn, there's two now. Shoot.
Tour Championship continuing from historic East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta. It is the final round. It's the last chance to grab that $10 million bonus to the winner of the FedEx Cup. Rich Slaughter alongside Frank Nallo.
Great
Just a
tee
gorgeous
shot.
day, Frank, as we get set to play the...
Not really in play. The longer hitters worry about that next set of bunkers, the one with two there on the left side. A tee shot around that area would be absolutely perfect because that's the shape of the shot that you need into that green that angles in that direction.
Frank, the beauty of the game, the changing conditions. You've played it all over the world, and you don't play it inside a dome, do you?
Yeah, anybody can play on a fine, still day, but what separates the good from the
Damn.
great is actually days like today. That's when that little extra attention to detail, the better strike, the better swing, is certainly going to pay dividends.
From the rough, he manages to not only make the green, but get within easy striking distance of the hole. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Get out your weed whacker.
Wow, he got robbed, Frank. Just a
Wow.
little tap in here.
I am just playing terribly right now.
Well, with time running out, Rich, that's what's going to make that bogey sting even more.
Can't afford to give him away at this point in the championship. Frank, this is where the mouth starts to get just a little dry. Early on the backside, final round of the Tour Championship with the biggest prize in golf up for grabs, the FedEx Cup title, and you're staring at a pretty good par 3 shot.
And you have to hit a golf shot on top of it. This isn't just stand up there and hit one sort of down the middle of the green. Otherwise, it's going to finish 30, 40 feet away. You really have to shape the shot in here depending on where that flag is. Easy to say, hard to do.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
You got to want it.
That's right, gotta want it. Still not making
Just
shots. Look at that thing just roll forever. Look at it go. Wow.
Now, putt for par.
Yeah,
He has
this
a
might be
12-footer
over.
here.
I don't know about this one, people. That's
Well, that's just
Didn't
a poor
curve at
putt,
all.
Frank, and now let's hope he doesn't make Michael Dublé.
He's hardly going to be singing after that one.
So that's a drop shot. We're in the early stages of the back nine here of the final round of the Tour Championship and the push for the FedEx Cup title. Frank, it's another short par 4, just 391 yards at the 12th.
You can see why guys like Hal Sutton, Bill Haas, and Jim Furyk have won around here in the Tour Championship. There's just a series of par 4s at around 400 yards, like this 12th hole, that really, they just require you to put the ball in the middle of the fairway. Another example of where you're going to get a short iron in your hand, and if you get the right club, you will get a birdie opportunity.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
So one shot
thing
closer
came
to
cruising
the lead
in.
at birdie. Frank, as you begin to look at the finish line, the final round of the Tour Championship and a huge payout to the winner, you want some beefy par 4s, and this is it. 476 yards at par 4 13.
Yeah, this is a par 4 dock worker would enjoy. It's a hard hole, dogleg left, uphill, everything in front of you. 2 good shots. Stating the obvious, required to hit this par 4 and 2. Outside chance at a birdie, but you just ride a 4 down here and scream your way to the next hole.
You're still in the hunt, but you have some work ahead of you.
That is not a lie, sir. You are right. Let's see what we can do here with this shot. I think I can get it close. That's not going to do it.
Headed for the bunker? Well, too bad. He'll have to play from the bunker. Well, we've seen this before today. In the bunker. In the greenside bunker, Frank, little bit of a problem. Frank, that reminds you of maybe what, the greatest bunker player of all time? Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round.
Five more holes, and then the rest of your life.
Right? Just gotta make that putt. Curved in. Yes. Just trying to make par.
That is a
Oh, you got
solid
another
par
birdie.
putt.
That's 4.
Tour
Okay.
Championship at East Lake in Atlanta. The final round brings us to
Nice.
the par 4 14.
You can see why it's so hard to hit every fairway at East Lake with holes like this. Downhill 14th, fairway slopes considerably from left to right, really reducing the width of that fairway. But if you can find the fairway,
There we go.
there is a birdie down there.
It's a
but,
shot we want.
Only the best.
Keep it on
and
the
brave
fairway.
will find one.
There we go.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to
You
attack
got
the
4
pin.
birdies in yet.
See if they can deliver another solid strike here.
Yeah.
Second shot. at the
Unfortunately,
14th.
that would just tie it. But we'll see if he gets a bogey here. Got the wind. Probably can carry it with that 5-2. I was playing safe before. Now I got to try for the hole. I think this could be coming in a little hot. Get it to stop though. Get it to stop.
Good looking shot right
That
here.
backspin on it.
Well, that is a ball striking clinic right there. Another dazzling approach shot.
Wow.
Pretty close. Birdie putt coming
Hello
up.
everybody, welcome to my
On
stream.
this hole yesterday.
I'm in the middle of an attempt at a comeback here. Oh man. Oh, he got another one. That's pretty much, that could be game over right there.
There are just 2 par 5s here at the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. This is the second and last of the 5 pars. The 15th. It is only 525 yards. And if you walk away with par here,
right there,
you will likely have dropped the shot to the field. This is a chance to make birdie or eagle. Always so nice, Frank, when that gleaming white golf ball is sitting up on those emerald fairways, the way this one is.
The game almost appears easy when one is playing their second shot from the middle of the fairway, and you quickly forget how difficult it can be. You look left or right, game becomes much harder.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
How much is that gonna roll on me? How much am I gonna overhit it?
That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Those bogeys, that's what did it.
And he has it for birdie.
He's got another one. He's got to pretty much fall apart.
Nice.
Players now arriving at the 16th hole. 481-yard par 4. Starting to mount here in the final round of the Tour Championship.
Oh, you can smell that $10 million right now. You can also see that
$10
fairway
million?
shrinking. Notice the look of those
dollars.
4 bunkers down the left. The fairway gets narrower and narrower the further you go down. You can try and fly past them, but this is going to be another one where the tee shot's downhill and the second shot.
Go get it.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in
What a
low.
bomb.
The choice is yours.
Looking for a pure strike here on the approach shot at 16.
What do you think? That's a good spot?
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green.
We'll
See if
shoot.
we can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Trying to make yet another birdie. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this.
That's a good par there, Rich.
Frank, final round of the Tour Championship. Just a couple of holes to play, and this is one of those spots where the moment is really so big, and the potential for catastrophe with the water left is really so glaring, making this quite a hole.
It's the only hole on the back
spoon.
9 where the water is just feature all the way down the left side of this magnificent par 4. On the other side of the fairway, there's 3 bunkers in that perfect position should you stray a little to the right. So it requires your best tee shot. And the second shot also requires your best judgment. The reason why? That green just slightly built up and protected by that front bunker.
Uh-oh, this one's going left, Frank. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Wow, I thought he made that. Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold, very bold.
So just a formality here. That is a solid par putt. Frank, here we are, the final hole of the final round of the final event of the FedEx Cup season.
Yeah, this is it. They give you a little bit of a reprieve. You wouldn't think you could do too much damage on this. But if you have to make 3 to win, and that's to win everything, there's much easier holes to play than this.
Did you play the whole season?
Yes, I did. Yeah, that's not going to do anything. Try for the old hole-in-one there.
So maybe a nice way to finish up with a good approach here to the 18th and a good chance for birdie. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more.
That's the way it goes.
Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Frank, it was a great setting with great crowds. We saw plenty of very good golf. Your
Shot
thoughts?
even today.
I think the course really extracted some of the golf that we saw. It forced these players to play just some great golf, and it wasn't just like a pitch and a putt golf course. So I think.
Well, thanks for watching my stream.
Tested. So seeing the players tested at this
Have a good
level,
day.
It was.